In this class, we are going to discuss about types of functions in C language. In C language, functions are mainly classified into two types. First one is library functions or predefined functions. Second one is user-defined functions. Let's see the first one. Library functions or predefined functions. Library functions are already defined in the corresponding header file. So library functions are already defined in the corresponding header file. That's why these functions are also known as predefined functions. So those functions are already defined in the corresponding header file or compiler. Second one is user-defined functions. The name itself specifies the meaning. The functions which are defined by the user are known as user-defined functions. So let's see the first one. So what is the first one? Library functions or predefined functions. So library functions. Library or the other name is predefined functions. So we have various library functions available in C language. Let's see those functions one by one. First function, getChar function. Second function, scanf function. Third function, gets function. Fourth function, putChar function. Fifth function, printf function. Sixth function, puts function. Next function, clr-ser function. Next functions, strlen function. Next one, strcpy function. Next one, strrev function. Next one, strcmp function. Next one, strcat function. So next one, sqrt function. Next one, pow function. Next one, malloc function. Next one, cloc function. Next one, realloc function. Next one, free function. So likewise we have several library functions. So the first one is getChar, second one is scanf function, third one is gets function, fourth one putChar, fifth one printf, sixth one puts function. All these functions are available in stdio header file. Stdio stands for standard input and output functions. Here the input functions are getChar, scanf, gets. Output functions are putChar, printf and puts. clr-ser function is available in conio.h. Conio stands for console input and output. Here console means it may be either keyboard or monitor. And the remaining functions are strlen, strcpy, strrev, strcmp, strcat. All these functions are available in string.h. String.h. Next function, we have several mathematical functions like sqrt function, POW function, sine function, cos function, tan function. All these functions are available in math.h. So math stands for mathematical functions. And remaining functions are mlog function, clog function, realog function, free function. All these functions are available in log.h file. So log stands for allocation. Let's see the advantages of all those functions one by one. So the first one is getChar function. It is useful to read a single character from the keyboard. So if you want to read a number or if you want to read a string, then it is very difficult to read the data with the help of getChar function. And the second one is scanner function. It is useful to read different types of data such as numbers, characters and strings from the keyboard. Next one is gets function. It is useful to read a string which contains blank space also. Let us assume that the string is Ram space Babu. If you take scanner function, then scanner function cannot read blank space. So scanner function reads only Ram. It can't read this blank space. Whereas if it uses gets function, then it reads the entire string which includes blank space also. And the next one is putChar function. It is useful to print a single character. Next one, printer function. It is useful to display different types of data such as characters, numbers and strings on the monitor. Next one is puts function. It is useful to display a string on the monitor. Next one, CLR-SER. CLR-SER stands for clearing the screen. It is useful to clear the output screen. Next one is strlen. It is useful to calculate length of a string. Next one, strcpy. It is useful to copy the contents of one string to another string. Next one, strrev. It is useful to reverse the given string. Next one, strcmp. It is useful to compare two strings. Next one, strcat. It is useful to concatenate two strings. All these string manipulation functions are available in string header file. Next one, sqrt. It is useful to calculate square root of a given number. Next one, POW. It is useful to calculate power of a given number. Next, mlog and clog functions. By using these two functions, we can allocate memory to a pointer variable during runtime, that is execution time. Next one, realog function. It is useful to change the size of previously allocated memory block. So we can increase the size as well as we can decrease the size of the allocated memory block. Last one is free function. It is useful to free the memory which is already allocated by either mlog or clog functions. Now let's see the second one. The second type of library function is user-defined functions. User-defined functions. Let's see the definition for user-defined function. The functions which are defined by the user. So here the name itself specifies the meaning. The functions which are defined by the user are known as user defined functions. Thanks for listening.